Hey people, what's up? Like the title says, I'm going to be talking about my day. It might not be funny as hell like I wrote, but whatever. This is a very, very serious matter. Wenham's gone, feels played by a female. Let's just say the past few days, I was talking to this girl, and apparently she had a spark for me, as she put it, and it kept growing each day. And suddenly, that spark just disappeared. Now, me, I also felt a slight connection, but then again, I feel like that to any girl that I talk to on the phone for a good couple hours that like I have a great conversation with. So, I went for a bike ride today. First time in like a big bike ride. First time in like I don't know how long. Me and my friend we went chilling and we were riding around. Well, I stopped by at his house first, and when I stopped at his house, he's like, we were talking about this girl, the same girl that kind of played me, and um, we're like, here, you could read some of my text messages. I'll read some of yours that she sent. And hey, my friend just texted me. Hold on 1 second, peoples. So anyway, back to what I was saying. We swapped text messages, I guess. I guess you could put it, and read it. And she was saying the same exact stuff to him as she was saying to me, pretty much. But apparently, her spark for me disappeared this morning. And apparently, she broke that news to me after she was caught up in her little lie. Um, Earlier, we were riding around, me and my friend, we were just chilling, and we get a text from her. Both of us get a text saying that we need to talk. Okay. So I got the message, I opened it up, and I read it, and I'm like, okay, what does she want to talk about? I call her up. No answer. My friend calls her up and puts it on speaker, and she's all like, yeah, I just got a text from Mark saying that you're trying to play me. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel hurt hearing this. Just got the text message saying that I said that he's playing her. Maybe likely if I was really slick on a BMX bike riding one handed behind my friend, but highly unlikely because I just got this BMX bike and I haven't rode a bike for like how long? Now, how good am I going to be riding over little bumps and stuff? So, I showed my friend the outbox of my sent messages. Nothing of that nature. He calls her up and he's like, yeah, I'm ditching Mark and I'm going home. Although that wasn't the case because he was right next to me. We stayed next to each other and all this other crap. And 10 minutes later, we're like, okay, let's text her telling her that we're meeting back up to talk about it and talk about the situation because she sent me a message saying, your friend just ditched you. And I'm like, yeah, I know he just ditched me. He mentioned your name while he was riding off, but I didn't catch it. And he's like, well, she was all like, so what are you guys going to talk about? And I'm like, I don't know. It's not like him to ditch me, so I want to know because it's got to be something. So my friend calls her up and is all like, yeah, I'm meeting up with him and I'm going to discuss and throw in what you said just to figure out what's going on. And her response was, "Oh, don't tell him I said that. Because if you tell him I said that, then there might be some sort of problem." Now, if I'd really say that, would I be scared to hide it from my friend? Not really. I mean, if I'd really say that, I'd be dead honest with him. Because I'm the type of person that's just completely brutally honest, you know? So, we're talking about her. Then we leave to chill a little bit. An hour or so later, she calls him up again after, well, after a few good texts and a text conversation between all of us discussing each other, kind of. I'm staying on the neutral side and acting like I don't want anything to do with her. And my friend finally answers the phone call after a few hours while we're practicing or learning new stuff on BMX bikes. And she started apologizing, like, out of nowhere. Apologizing for everything. Apologizing for saying that he was playing her and all this other crap. And I'm like, dude, are you actually falling for this? I mean, she just completely played me, but she doesn't want to admit to playing me. And yet, she's pretty much doing the same thing to you. She insulted you, called you fat, ugly, and all this other crap, and yet you're still going with her? You're still leaning toward her side? Whatever. So, on my way back home, though, after having a nice discussion with my friend about her situation, I'm like, okay, first off, look at her MySpace pictures. Tell me, do you really want to get with that? I know I was an ass, but I was brutally honest because I was pissed off. Next, I rode home after having a good conversation on the curb about what's going on. He's like, yeah, I'm going to talk to her and I'm going to see if she's really worth going through all this crap with. And I'm chilling here. Now, my ride home, though, that was amazing. I rode like all hell. Some girls started laughing at me because, I don't know. I mean, me, of course. I always try to, I guess, in a way, show off in a way. Even though I'm not even trying to talk to these people. I just rode up and I almost busted my ass. I rode down the hill, or down a hill, and I almost got smacked by three cars. Alright, that's an exaggeration, but it was funny as hell, because these cars were just pulling up behind me and they're just going like a few miles an hour behind me because I'm going a few miles an hour. And finally, I get home and I need to hit a quick right because apparently there's a car coming. So I hit a quick right, hit the curb, and I almost busted my ass. Like, I felt the bike tilt and I like kicked my foot out this way. And I was just like hanging on for dear life. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I finally got home and I got a call from that girl. She's talking to me. And apparently, my friend was on the other line, keeping quiet, just to see if I'm going to say anything incriminating about him. Because apparently, she's completely mind fucking him. So, I don't know. I don't know. I told her pretty much straight up on the phone. I'm like, okay, I felt played. I felt all this. This is what I see. I can't believe this. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I have nothing else to say to you. Absolutely nothing. And she's like, okay, well, are you sure there's nothing you want to say? I'm like, of course I don't want to say anything anymore when I already felt played enough and I already heard enough bullshit as is. So I'm here now, having a gay old time. No. Alright, if anybody actually took the time to watch this whole thing, I applaud you. If not, then you're not even going to get to this, so why am I saying no? Thanks for watching. Comments. What do you think?